This is the best thing of the robots. They never get bored. And this robot is kind of dancing, I think. It's more or less. I'm trying to read what is here. Hide. I think this is the game that you cannot read what is written here because the robot is moving very fast. Okay, cool. And now we are more with technologies. So would you like to tell us more about what you are offering? So first of all, your company stage, where it is located?
Yes, so we are a research institute at Hahn Schickard. We're mostly located here in Baden-Württemberg, so Stuttgart, Freiburg, Villingen-Schwenningen, and Ulm. So this project is coming from Villingen-Schwenningen, Sensor Technology Adapter Gateway, which we developed over 7 years. And basically we identified the problem that there is a lot of different sensor communication technologies and lots of different visualization and data management tools, but they don't really talk with each other. So there's no easy way to easily add new sensor systems like IO-Link or Modbus to an existing ERP system or an OPC server. And this sensor technology adapter gateway basically does that.
Yeah, so when the customers have different types of sensors,
Or
they
would like to add new sensors to an existing system, so they could have an IO-Link system which already has their management by IO-Link Moneo software or something like that, but they would like to add something new like Profibus, Modbus or CAN-bus or maybe analog sensor systems. We could offer sensor technology adapter gateway via Raspberry Pi or a PLC system, which could expand their existing network without really changing anything.
So basically, yeah. So I can see here a temperature sensor.
Yes.
And this temperature sensor coming from the company IFM.
Yes.
So these actually a customer would like to connect it to a software to make use of the data coming from the temperature sensor. So this will be very complicated to read the data because of
different description languages and parameters that exist in the sensor world.
And then comes the solution with this device. Oh yeah.
So this software is communicating with IO-Link temperature sensor and Modbus light sensor and air velocity sensor, and modeling all of this information in the same way. So at the endpoint where the client sits, they can see temperature sensor and light sensor and air velocity sensor as the same information, so we don't really have to learn anything about Modbus or IO-Link. We handle the hard part from the field bus and deliver the data later on to various use cases like AI-enabled data abstractions, predictive maintenance, expanded to a different ERP or MES systems.
So it looks interesting. And can you connect more than sensors at the same time to the same device?
Yes, of course. So we can add even new technologies while the system is running. So we are not disturbing the network at all. So if we want to add a CAN-bus sensor, it's just a new plugin. So we connect via network or directly via USB.
So and the sensors are connected to this router.
And so it's just emulating a network.
An emulator, and then the emulator is connected to a kind of a system. And it's actually a Raspberry Pi.
A Raspberry Pi compute module on logic, which suits us fine in this case, but it doesn't have to be. The system can also run on Docker applications, so as long as the physical connections are configured for the Docker images, we can access IO-Link sensors as well, or Modbus when the device information is available. Or even run the system on Windows if that's desired.
Do you offer a software for this device?
Yes, we're offering a software package which comes with its own installer, either as a Debian package, as a Fedora RPM module, a Windows NSys installer, Tarball if custom installations are desired. So we're also delivering the whole administration unit with installation and configuration. So system administrators don't have to worry that much. It also enables IO-Link users to automatically find the descriptors online and download them if that's desired, or cache them locally.
Yeah, cool. I really like the idea because like dealing with sensors, based of my experience, I feel like it is a big problem for many companies. And if I can have a system that can solve this problem, I think this is something that is very great. So.
And another thing that I would like to highlight is that all of this is open source. So we enable IODD descriptors, Modbus technologies, OPC server as open source project. Of course, we allow enterprise clients to package their plugins on their own and obfuscate the code, but all of the core from Stag itself is open source, and we believe in open source communities.
This is open source is actually a great point. Yes. So yeah, just for some philosophy, ChatGPT, DeepSeeker, closed source, open source. So the world is going now to the direction of open source.
Yes, that is also our viewpoint. Yeah. We don't like to have closed communities with their own environments because at any time a single company can go bust and the whole project is dead. Yeah, this way, at least something remains, and people could still expand and use the system, even if something bad happens to us. Hopefully, nothing.
No. Okay, but I mean, I'm also a big fan of open source because there are a lot of the community will add also as well. I'm pretty sure that maybe some people will buy a new Raspberry Pi and then they try your software, add some step on it, and involve with it, and
they
make
could
it bigger.
Also add new adapters from the technology side or the data consumer side. We're also planning to add new features like augmented reality visualization for each sensor system.
Okay.
So since every single sensor has a unique ID, we could link that ID to a QR code and then visualize the data live via a tablet device.
Wow.
From this. So we're working currently on a REST interface, and based on this REST interface, you could use a tablet device just to visualize the data, or your telephone handy number. And
looks good. So
there are limitless possibilities, only the time and people who could implement this. And we're working hard right now at adding more technologies, more visualization tools, Node-REDs, business logic units, so you could simulate sensors or abstract sensor data and emulate everything to a single data point.
Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, thank you so much for all of this information. And I am pretty sure that I would visit your GitHub then.
We have it on GitLab.
Or GitLab, yeah. So I could be one customer of you, or one. Do you call it B in open source? 1B who like push the code, because I think this field is pretty interesting. Yeah. And also as well for the other people who are here interested, where can I maybe I will write also in the description below the GitLab.
GitLab, and we also have a website. So our GitLab currently is not fully open source, but we're planning to publish the code this year or at the end of this year. We're not really sure. There are some limitations from our company because we need to first decide how we can publish this information without really affecting other people in our project and in our company, because we are a research institute.
When I come here very close, you see that it make a pause.
Oh yeah, okay.
As you see here on the video, that they can also switch the tools and can, for example, grip some parts or suck it with the vacuum or something like that. And and our Gessmann, it's our own production. That means he's complete customized. It means we can fit it as the customer want it.
Okay.
So we can create a cobot on it, or we can transport our boxes like here with a roll conveyor. Or you see here, it's a partnership together with Wirt, with one of our partner who can transport materials.
Okay, cool. But we will go to this later, but
Okay.
it's still interesting for me this to know. So this arm robot, yeah, so looks like you make the whole complicated stuff here. I can
Yeah.
see the name of your company there. And but the armor itself is from other company,
Yes,
or?
yes. We are partners from Techman. Techman is the name of the cobot. It's from Taiwan. I think it's the one of the biggest cobot builders on the world.
Yeah.
And the good part of the cobot is that you have also included a camera. You see, this is the camera, and you can use it very easily for detection or look where is a part, and then you can grip it precisely. And it's also a good communication with our guestbot because you can drive to a position, and the camera can use the fit to be precisely on a part and can handle it very easily. So, yeah, and combined with different tools, you can work a lot. Or you are completely flexible what you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cool. But what could be an application for such a robot? So I can imagine could be a combination between this one and that one there.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe for this application, you can be a solution that you can drive against two machines, for example. We can drive to one machine, take the parts, put it inside a machine, and then the machine is filled with the materials, and after that he can drive to another machine and refill it again.
So it's a kind of Industry 4 application, this typical Industry 4 application. Like the products come in one line and then the arm take some product from one line to the other line. And so
like
on.
this, yes, like this.
Okay, cool. And so you just reprogram the product, the arm, so that it fulfill your task from your customers.
Yeah, that means how can I say it? The big brain is inside the guestbot. That means he knows where it is, and then he gives the signal to the robot and said, okay, now you are here in front of the box, please handle the boxes. And that's how it works. So you can program it very easily, the cobot. It's a kind of a graphic over baseline that you can grab your setting inside a program. It's very easily. You can learn it in one day, I think.
Okay.
And you don't need some experience about a robotic stuff or something like that. It's very handmade. It's very handful.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And then so can it move actually, or it is like a static?
No, he moved. He
Move
That
also
means
as well.
he moved to a station, and then he make his workflow.
Because I can see a radar here.
Yeah.
So
This-
it's from the
this is-
company SICK, I think.
Yeah, this is our safe radar. That means you see it also when I come close to the robot. He also make a pause. As long as I'm very close to the robot.
Can you make
when
it
I go
again? Sorry,
away-
this pose.
So now you see that he move.
Okay.
When I come here very close, you see that he make a pause.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then he wait as long as I'm inside the safety area, and then when I'm out, he may move.
Because I think because of this radar here, there's an area here that
Yeah.
is so kind of programmed that in this range, I think.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Yeah.
We have two of these, one of this side and one of the other
Other
side.
side.
It means you can look 360 degree
Yeah.
around you.
But look, we have here a visitor. Okay, I hope he does not collapse with me. Let me test. Oh yeah, now he stopped. I just see. He just came to say hi to me. Looks good. Let's see what does it offer.
Yeah, you see, this is Osimat. It's from Wirt. You can see you can have a look inside. You can put your parts out. You have here also a card that you can put it here inside, and you say, okay, for example, I want something. Then you can here click on it, and then when it's okay, you said, okay, now you can here grip inside, take some parts out, and then you have your stuff.
So I can feel the future now. Yeah, like maybe in the workplaces, you can have all your stuff inside, and then you can count or Werkstatt. I think
Yeah,
this
yeah,
would
yeah.
be workplaces. This would be kind of something that's very interesting.
So in big area, for example, when you want the materials, so you can order it with the Gessmann, and then he comes to you, and then you can have it very easily to take it out.
Okay, cool. And where does it go now? Wow, it's like it's discovering the whole world. But let's take a look. So let's take a look about this line here.
Yeah, this is also another product from us. You see it every time. It's our basic. The basic is the Gessmann, and on top it's customized. It means here, for example, when some customer want that they can transport his boxes, you can use a conveyor, for example. You can drive to a station, and then you spin it out. But it's up to the customer what he wants. So we are completely free. You see here also on the wall different kinds of solutions that we have made.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the robot that the robot arm that we have seen. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a kind of a set tube. That means he can move up and down. This is the roll conveyor. Is similar to this box. This is the base Gessmann, and this is a transport for pallets, for example.
Ah, yeah. So it looks like the pace. Could it be that the pace is common in many of them? Yeah. I think can imagine at least mechanically that
Yeah.
you can even use it in multiple different applications, and this is a very great thing.
Yeah,
I
and that's
think.
the idea behind it. You as a customer can start easily with this application, for example, and when you will handle something like this, you can use the same hardware, for example.
Yeah.
And then you can have later you have a big float where you can handle different types of processes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the idea behind.
Okay, great. I think the robot now take its place back to home. So I appreciate all of this information. So I will, of course, write the name, the homepage of you in the description of the video,
Would be great, yeah.
and so that if any customers have any questions or something, he can just directly get in
Contact
contact
us,
with
yeah.
you. Yeah, wonderful.
you.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you also.
Bye. Yeah, cool. So until now we have seen a lot of different applications, and here there is even another interesting one. Hello, hi. What kind of applications?
This is our main business, and we have also our devices in packaging like this, tools and cables in this company, and all made in Germany.
Okay, so
Globally,
you build on the top of this robot, but your company is focusing on this part. Exactly.
this is our part. The tools like this one and this where my colleagues are in the moment.
So it looks like it is like the yeah, partially. So at the end, it does kind of the same work that this arm is doing, but this is kind of more with my hand, my arm.
Less diameter, of course.
diameter, yeah.
You can use it for smaller diameters, around about 20 millimeters. Here you have jaws, you can change it to bigger diameter. For example, you have 30, 50, 80 or 100 diameter when you have bigger of cables or package.
Yeah.
This is all more for the automatization parts, industrial lines where you have a lot of cables for example, in the door from the car.
Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. Cool application, yeah. So thank you so much for your timing. I appreciate that. And I will, of course, write in the description below the contact with the company if anybody has a question. So maybe he can ask or get in contact with you directly. Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a nice day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then it is one of the many applications of the robot arms, and let's see what we can still see. Yeah, cool. So I think this is just an area to eat something. And more robots here we can see. This is pretty cool. Very wonderful robot arm. But this is from the company Vinor. Vinora. Okay, cool. So what could be an application about such a robot?
The application is commonly for the warehouses, for intralogistics, and all the things people doing by hand at the moment that can be done by our collaborative robots.
Okay, so it looks like it can move stuff from one point to other point. Here?
We can use different grippers. We can switch the grippers. We can use magnetic grippers, vacuum grippers, two-finger grippers, three-finger grippers.
So this is
all our customers want to have.
okay. This is only two-finger gripper. Huh?
Yeah,
But
it's a two-finger gripper.
okay.
The docking station. It's all mechanically, so I can do it by hand and also automatic with the robot.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And then the robot press I think this part.
Yeah, and I can also do it here by hand. Pull it off.
Oh wow. Okay, so it looks very easy that it is loosey, but is it like with a magnet? So yeah. Okay.
No, it's just
Mechanically.
I can easily attach and detach it. So I can easily change the tools.
The gripper from 3-finger to 4-finger or whatever I want. And then look, it grabs some products. So if my hand would be like the simulator here, so it grabs some product from the ground and then it moves to other position or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can see here some other robot that I think it could be the same idea. That it
robot, which
Same
is
robot.
located on the HGV.
okay.
It's stationary, and it's the same gripping system. I can also use the grippers from the HGV for this robot.
Yeah, cool. But does it has a camera to know where it is going, or it is only configured? Configured to repeat its movement.
At the moment, it's just configured to repeat its movement because of the trade fair. But it's have an integrated camera system, so 3D camera. There are also some voice commanding inside and some AI features. So I can do some pick and place applications right out of the box. I can also do pin picking and all the stuff with the camera out of the box. I don't need some attachments. I only need a gripper and I can start.
Okay, cool. So I see here that the robot is actually from the company Neura, and you are GP. So what?
Industries, and we are a system integrator. We're doing all industry automation, and Neura Robotics is one of our partners because it's a German branch. It's located near Stuttgart, and all the robots are developed and produced in Germany, and it's a very good German product.
Okay, so the customers, if the customers has some applications, So let's imagine some BMW, for example, or any customer wanted to have a line to use an arm to move some particles from one place to the other. So he will get in contact with you, and then you just integrate the neural robot with the requirement of the customer. Okay. Yeah.
It's the same. The customer. So most customers want to automate some hand working spaces, and they come to us, and we will talk about what's the time they want to pick, and how about the speed we need, and what's the space. It's only for the night shift or also for the day shift, and then we searching for the right robot to make a solution for our customers.
Ah, yeah, cool. Okay, and then I can see here the user interface to configure. Can you imagine to configure the robot by somehow?
To check it, it's an easily interface. So I can hear my robot located. I can see all my points I've saved. I can also put it out, and I can easily write new programs. Only using the gripper, tell him which gripper is on, and I have all my motions inside. I have my logics for loop, for weight, for something else, and I have some applications for the grippers, for some pin picking perhaps, and I will have a wizard which is telling me the steps to program it. So it's very easy
to be configured. Okay.
You don't have to know some
programming or some
or
complicated things that is in between not working. Okay, looks good. But is it your task to configure the projects to the customers, or do they have to configure everything by their own?
We are doing both. We can make a turnkey application for the customer, and also we can make a training for the customer so he can program it by himself.
We usually have somebody to ask. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh wow, I can see here some grabbing stuff here also as well. So it looks like
it's a medicine application. It's also a tool switching system, but it's not mechanically, it's magnetic.
Ah,
so
okay, this is the magnet.
Use it in the medicine branch. There's no moving parts. It's all inside of the gripper. And you can use it for all the medicine. You can clean it very easy.
Yeah, I think this is a very good idea to be used in medicine in order to avoid any kind of bacteria movement, or if it is like with some viruses. So I think this could save lives as well. So robots are very important in our life, guys. Okay, cool. But basically it's exactly the same arm that we have seen before.
Same arm in different applications.
Yeah, but the gripper is a little bit different. It is like with magnets. Okay. Cool, yeah, and this is also configured with the same software to be moving from point A to point B, and then I can decide also to move it from any other points I want.
Sure, you can easily change the points, you can easily change the programs. You can all do by your own.
Okay, great. Yeah, then thank you so much for all of this information. I learned a lot now. I also know one of application case in medicine that can also help life. So I will of course write in the description below the name of the company if somebody is interested to know more, he can get in contact with you.
Yeah.
Or simply ask questions. Okay, great. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I go continue with other stuff here. Let's see.